Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. John Owen talks about sports and movies. Thank you for watching today's video. I always appreciate the support. Let's get into it. But today we're gonna talk about a little TV show. So Mandalorian season 2 just finished with chapter 16 releasing on this past Friday. And so I'm gonna go over it, what I liked about it, what maybe I didn't like, um, and all that good stuff. But let's get into it. Make sure you leave your thoughts on what you thought on the season below. And before we, of course, get into the nitty gritty, there is a major spoiler. So if you haven't seen either the last episode or the latest episode or any of them, there will be spoilers in this video. So if you don't want to have that spoiled, click away, come back. All right, let's go. I believe that first off, I really, really, really enjoyed this season. There was a lot of great things that happened in this season. Great action, great character moments, character progression. All that good stuff. I probably believe that The Mandalorian is the best piece of content that Disney has put out with Star Wars. I mean, they've got some other good stuff like Force Awakens. Really love Force Awakens. Clone Wars Season 7 was fantastic, minus the Marta sister arc, but that's fine. Bad Batch was awesome. Siege of Mandalore was obviously amazing, but I do believe that The Mandalorian has been the best piece of content that Disney has put out, and Season 2 just continued that. And I think the thing that I liked about this season is that, except for maybe a few, each episode got better and better as we went. Or like there were some great moments that were better than the last one, in my opinion. I really feel like none of the episodes were bad. Even the one that I have placed last, I really, really enjoyed still. I'm kind of an optimistic person. I just kind of enjoy things more than maybe a normal person would, but you know what? That's all right. It's entertainment. It's my personal enjoyment. But the number one thing that I absolutely loved this season was all of the little character interactions between Baby Yoda, also known as Grogu, which, by the way, I'm not just super crazy about that name, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Between Grogu and Mando, I believe that all those moments were just really, really, really done well. They're super intimate and soft, and the bond between Mando and Baby Yoda is still the main central focus point of this season, even with all the guest characters. That's what I'm going to call them, that I'm going to talk about over on the right. Even with everyone that they introduced and everything that was going on and all the fan service or whatever, that their bond and finding a Jedi to train Grogu was still the main focus of the series, and I appreciated that because I kind of felt like maybe it would get lost in the mix, but it didn't. So that was super awesome. And they did a fantastic job with that. Din Djarin, Pedro Pascal does a great job with all those little moments and stuff like that. That was awesome. That was definitely my favorite part of the entire season. Cara Dune, she got stuff to do this season. Returning characters, Cara Dune, Grief Karga. I wish we got a little more Grief Karga. I think he was only in one episode that I can remember. The Siege or whatever. I really liked him from the first season, but I understand maybe since Mando's not part of the guild anymore and he's not running it, they're not really going to cross paths much. But Cara Dune, she got some good action sequences, some good character moments. When they boarded the ship in the last episode and they were talking about Alderaan and all that, that was a really intense, surreal moment that I thought was really cool for Cara Dune or whatever. I think her combat skills have gotten better. Not that they were bad in the first season or anything like that, but I guess maybe she got more of an opportunity to show it. And so, yeah, Cara Dune was good. I don't just love her, but I don't dislike her. I'm kind of impartial towards her, but it was nice to see her back. Moff Gideon. I'm glad we got more Moff Gideon throughout the whole season instead of just, towards the end. He was fantastic. He was a good villain, a good antagonist. I think he was a worthy enough challenge for Mando and for him to be the bad guy over 2 seasons. I think he was definitely worthy enough. I really like how he smiles a lot, which kind of seems weird, Like I've heard someone on Twitter say like Moff Gideon smiles too much to be for a bad guy, but I think that kind of adds to like his like maniacalness. I don't know. I just butchered that word, but like it's fine. But no, Moff was great. Him and Din Djarin's fight was pretty good. Um, and I'm glad that they captured Moff, and it was a good emotional payoff. I think that this season did really well was how they integrated all of the characters and the characters that they chose to integrate. I'm just gonna go in order that they were introduced in the season. Cobb Vanth, I absolutely loved Cobb Vanth. I was hoping he was gonna be in the last episode, kind of help the team or whatever, but he wasn't. But I really enjoyed him. To see Bo Katan and her Night Owls again. I loved Bo Katan from Clone Wars and Rebels. Uh, and stuff like that. To see her again was really nice. Ahsoka, obviously, I mean, everyone loves Ahsoka. Rosario Dawson did a great job. Her action sequences were great. Her lightsabers looked awesome in live action. And to have Boba and Fennec Shan come back again, both of I believe that that's two cases of bringing a dead character back done right. Um, to me, if it's like a really established character and a really well done, drawn out character, and they die, you don't need to bring them back. But Fennec Shan and Boba Fett, they were not really developed at all. So to bring them back, you can really develop them now and everything like that. So they were great, done right. Boba Fett was an absolute juggernaut. I mean, to see him just work over those stormtroopers and the tragedy was amazing. And to see him back in action is just so cool. And then, of course, Luke Skywalker. To see Luke again was a feeling that I've only felt a few times before. I'm talking like watching him come through, flying on his X-Wing, his green lightsaber cutting through the Dark Troopers, having his own hallway scene. That, and then to see him take off his hood and it's a digital Luke and everything like that. That type of feeling I had while I was watching the episode was a feeling I've only felt a few other times while watching a movie or anything like that. That I'm talking like that's right up there with the portal scene. I'm talking that's right up there with the portal scene in Endgame, Thor dropping down in Wakanda, victory celebration in Return of the Jedi, uh, watching Captain America: Civil War for the first time. Just it was one of my favorite all time moments in a show or movie ever, and it was just awesome. But I think every character that they introduced worked really well, and it made sense. It was logical for them to be in the story, and so that was something I really enjoyed about the season. Some things I really didn't enjoy. I felt like some of the episodes were not long enough. I feel like there was kind of a run where the episodes were really short, and there were some fillers. Like, I think that they could have told the story of trying to find the Jedi in maybe 6 episodes. But with 8, you're gonna have some filler, but that's all right. Actually, one of the episodes I consider filler is one of my favorite. So that's just kind of a small nitpick. But besides that, I really enjoyed the season. And now we're gonna rank the episodes. Okay, so coming in at number 8 is The Passenger. This was the definition of a filler episode. Nothing really happens that's super significant in this episode. I heard a lot of people complain about Baby Yoda eating the eggs or whatever. I thought it was fine. It was just an okay episode. I enjoyed it. The spider chase scene was terrifying, and it was just fine. Okay, coming in at number 7, we have The Siege. This was, to me, another kind of filler episode, but I liked some of the moments better. We got Grief Karga back. We got the cloning facility. I really don't know what they're doing with that, but it was kind of cool to see. But honestly, what puts this episode over The Passenger, for me personally, was the opening scene where Din Djarin is trying to get Baby Yoda to do some electrical work. That was mad funny. I don't know why I found that so funny, but I thought it was super hilarious. At number 6, we have The Believer. If this episode was as good as it was towards the end, all the way through, this one would probably be higher. The end had some great moments. To me, it was a little bit of a filler. It was definitely just kind of a warm up for the finale and everything like that. So that's going to hold it back. To me, a filler episode is probably not going to rank over any kind of episode that I feel like truly moves the story forward. But there were some fantastic moments. Mayfield, oh my gosh, you talk about some fantastic acting. That's probably some of the best acting in the whole show. Definitely, it was really emotional, and you could see kind of how torn he was about doing Operation Cinder and how it haunts him and everything like that. And then we got the seismic charge back again from episode 2, Attack of the Clones. I mean, that seismic charge noise might be the greatest thing on planet Earth. Might be the single greatest noise ever. And then Mando's message to Moff Gideon gave me absolute chills. Quoting him word for word from his speech from last season, he means more than me than you could ever know. Oh my gosh, that was one of the that was probably like top 3 moment in the entire show. All right, number 5, we got the Harris, the return of Bo-Katan. Like I've talked about before, I really, really like Bo-Katan. I know that there are some people who are not a big fan of hers, but I really, really like Bo-Katan. I always have. See her again. And there were some really cool moments in this one. When they took over the cruiser, and when they trapped Baby Yoda in that little fish thing, that was shocking to me. So I really like this episode. Okay, coming in number 4, we got the tragedy. Boba Fett and Fennec Shand made this episode for sure. Seeing Boba Fett come back and just beat down a lot of stormtroopers was so awesome. To go to Tython and see Baby Yoda reach out through the Force was really cool, and it was super sad to lose Baby Yoda and then to blow up the Razor Crest. Blowing up the Razor Crest, that Hamas civic piece of crap really grew on me, and it was really sad to see it go. All right, number 3, we got the Marshal. This season started out with a bang. This was actually the longest episode, which is something I appreciated. But like I said earlier, I really liked Cobb Vanth, and I think him and Mando teaming up against the Krayt Dragon was super cool. And overall, this episode is just super, super, super fun. So that's why it goes at number 3. Okay, coming in at number 2, we got the Jedi. To see Ahsoka again was awesome, and then to see how well she was pulled off was even better. There's some really good intimate moments with Baby Yoda and Din Djarin. To see and Ahsoka absolutely was awesome and amazing. Watching him and Mando team up was really cool and everything like that. So I gotta give this episode its credit, and it's coming at number 2. But then number 1, it was kind of obvious. The season finale the rescue was just awesome. Even without the Luke Skywalker reveal. Everything else in this episode is awesome. To see Mando do his thing, to see him beat Moff Gideon, to see the tension between Moff and Bo and Mando, that whole scene where Moff is explaining the Darksaber and Mando's just like, I really don't want this. That was really intense. I was like, oh my gosh, this is about to be bad. And I think that might be part of season 3, but I'm not sure. And then the end, oh my gosh, I was actually crying whenever Din Djarin was gonna when Din Djarin let Baby Yoda go with Luke. That was a really sweet emotional moment. When he takes his helmet off so then Baby Yoda can actually see his face. That was that was heartbreaking. And then of course having Luke Skywalker in there was just icing on the cake. So thank you for watching today's video. I always appreciate the support. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on any of the fun. Leave your thoughts. Did you like the season? Did you not? You have a great day.